The episode you did of Doctor Who.
Oh God, yeah.
Did you realize how big that show was?
Yeah, you do know, particularly the one that I was doing, because it was Matt Smith's very first episode as a Doctor. So everyone had eyes on that episode.
Were you nervous about that?
Yeah, and you know what? That one, I hadn't had a gig for a little while. And that's the weird thing when you haven't like
the muscle.
Yeah, and getting back into it and being on set again, and I was young then. I was only like my third job, I think, and it was the of that moment of like, how do I do this again? and I've seen actors like come onto sets who like come on to do like a few lines or anything, you know, maybe not work for a while, and you kind of want to be like, it's all good, because I've felt like that.
Oh, I know. In fact, I haven't really. I mean, some little things, but like I've chosen to just do what I want to do now. And unless something really comes up that's great, I'm just not doing it.
Yeah.
So I know when I do finally pick that role or whatever, or that role picks me, that I'll have that feeling. I'll have that, but I know what I'll do. I'll rehearse it so much and really learn the lines inside out that all that confidence will hopefully come back.
Yeah.
It will come back. I think it's innate. I think if you know what you have, you know what you can do, and you follow the rules, hit your mark, know your lines, and listen, listen. Then you're going to be all right. If you follow those guidelines, I think that's important. Do people still recognize you and say, "Oh, Doctor Who"?
That's the weird one. Yeah, sometimes I get recognized for the smallest ones I've done, like Doctor Who, Game of Thrones. I played.
Oh, you did 6 episodes?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Was that like? What was that like?
Crazy machine, that thing, man. Like
season 7?
7, I think it was. Yeah, because it was 8 seasons.
I think 8 seasons.
That was the one. Yeah, I was the penultimate season.
Going into something like that's got to be nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's almost like the thing was so huge that those intimate moments of the camera rolling feels like it's out the window, because most of those scenes I was doing on that, there was an enormous battle sequence around me, and any of the job you go on, it's like everything's green screen, everything's like they add in all those CGI soldiers. Not on Thrones. Thrones was like they had full-on armies there.
So they had other things to worry about.
Yeah, it kind of feels like you just have to get your tiny little bit right. And they've got so many other things to be dealing with. I just don't know how they ran that ship. It was like just I've never seen anything like it. No, it wasn't chaos. It was so well organized. Crazy, so well organized. It really was like one of the...
Who did you love working with on that?
Nikolai Costa was great.
Yeah, he is great.
He's great. Jerome Flynn, I loved Jerome Flynn. He played Bron. He was great.
Yeah, oh, he was fantastic.
Yeah, and so much fun. Like really, really great to work with. A lovely fella. James Faulkner, who played my on-screen dad.
It's great.
Yeah, he was really fun, and he became like my best friend. And we were shooting in Cáceres, Spain, and we had a lot of downtime around like shooting our bits on these big battles, because there's just so many segments. You know, there's like so many thousands of things to shoot around our little bits. So we were just hanging out in Cáceres, and we're both big foodies. But it was such an odd relationship, because he's quite flirtatious. And I'm like, you know, a very loyal husband. And the young and the older gents. And every time we went out for a restaurant, he's like flirting with the waitresses. I'm like, James, let's calm me down. Trying to bring him back down. And I was like, it's crazy to be amongst certain actors like of that ilk, like that kind of old school ilk,
just larger than life. Just like,
they never let that go.
This is like what I grew up with.
He's like very much like that old school actor, which I loved being around.
Yeah, that had to be just awesome. Were you satisfied with your Game of Thrones character ending?
Yeah, I mean, firing squad by dragon. I mean, if you know you're going to die, that's the way to die, isn't it? My God.
I mean, there's nothing better.
Yeah.
And you're just standing there and you're like, I hope this looks great.
Yeah, exactly. I just take it.
Yeah.